Hello, my name is Mike and this is Ballin Burgers. This is my second video for my top 10 list for Kingdom Hearts 3. This top 10 list is only going to cover previous Disney worlds that were seen in previous Kingdom Hearts games. So these are going to be the reoccurring worlds that we're going to see, not any new worlds or any of the original Kingdom Hearts worlds. These are just the Disney specific ones that I feel should return in Kingdom Hearts 3 or, that I just like to see happen. So without further ado, let's hop right into the list and start things off with number 10. Number 10, Enchanted Dominion. Enchanted Dominion was a world in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, and I feel like it's got a chance to come back into Kingdom Hearts 3. I put it as number 10 on this list because I feel like all of these other ones, it's pretty low on the likelihood, simply because Maleficent is one of those villains that can travel to any world she wants, and if we're not going to need to go back to this world for any specific reason, Maleficent can just act on her own, and we don't need to actually see her home world. We can just see her in other worlds such as Hollow Bastion or Twilight Town or whatever the new, villain world that we're going to see is. Number 9, Castle of Dreams. Now, when it comes to Castle of Dreams, I think it really depends on the outcome of Kingdom Hearts 2.8. Is Aqua going to restore this world to the Realm of Light by the end of Kingdom Hearts 2.8? As we know, Kingdom Hearts 2.8 is going to take place in the Castle of Dreams, as well as some mishmashes of other worlds thrown in there. What these other worlds are, we're not quite sure of at this time, but the majority of it is going to be the Castle of Dreams. So, depending on what happens in 2.8, I think it's definitely likely that this will appear in Kingdom Hearts 3. Number 8, Dwarf Woodlands. So if you've noticed from this world and the previous two worlds, these have all been from Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, and not only that, they are the Princesses of Hearts worlds. Now, I believe at the end of Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, there is a brief conversation with Yin Sid. I don't remember who exactly it was with, but he mentioned something about Xehanort possibly going after the Princess of Heart again. If this is the case, then we're definitely going to need to go back to these worlds like the Dwarf Woodlands in order to protect Snow White, and obviously that includes the Castle of Dreams for Cinderella and the Enchanted Dominion for Sleeping Beauty. But with that being said, I'm leaving these worlds lower on the list because I'm not exactly sure how this is going to play out with the Princesses of Heart, and there are other worlds that I would like to see a little bit more than these worlds. Number 7. Number 7 goes to Space Paranoids, or the Grid, basically our Tron world. We had two different ones, the one from Kingdom Hearts 2, Space Paranoids, and the one from Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, the Grid. Which one of these will appear? I don't know, but I do feel like it is very likely that we will see one of these versions in Kingdom Hearts 3. The way things were left in Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance in the Tron world, where Sora was finally starting to break through to the conformed Tron of the Grid, which had his data wiped and was reset or something like that. I don't remember the exact details, but I feel like they could play on that a little bit more and we could see something really great. I would love to actually see them expand on the Grid, and as you know, in the end of Tron Legacy, if you guys have seen that movie, they actually return to the real world, so I would like it if when we go to the Grid or this Tron world, whatever it is, if there is an outside world element and it is its own thing. Granted, this is more so going off of if this world goes off of the Dream Drop Distance world. If we're going off the Space Paranoids one, then obviously it's going to be connected to the computer in Hollow Bastion. So it just kind of depends. I don't know why, I just really like the Tron world, and I'm hoping we'll see it again. Number 6, Beast's Castle. Now, I put this one a little bit higher on the list because out of all of the Princesses of Hearts worlds, I would like to see this one more so than those other three, and the way things are left in Kingdom Hearts 2, I think there's room to grow and develop this world a little bit more, and, see a little bit more of this world. And not just Beast Castle, but the surrounding land around it, maybe the forest that Belle gets lost in the movie, and the actual town that she lives in. There's lots of townspeople. Maybe get Gaston as our villain this time. I think that would be really, really cool to see. Number 5. Now, number 5 might sound a little weird, but for this one, we're going with Wonderland. We haven't seen Wonderland since its appearance in Kingdom Hearts 1. Actually, I take that back. We did see it in Recoded and Chain of Memories as well, but those were just kind of retellings of Kingdom Hearts 1. We never got to see it reimagined in Kingdom Hearts 2 or anything like that, and I would definitely love to see this world come back, because in Kingdom Hearts 1, we didn't really explore much of this world. There was so much stuff that was left out that we could possibly see. We didn't even see the Mad Hatter or the Caterpillar. I forget his name. I don't know if it's just the Caterpillar, but there's other characters like Tweedledee and Tweedledum, and mostly the Mad Hatter. I really wish we would have seen him in Kingdom Hearts 1. We actually had the Tea Party Garden, but those characters were missing, and it was like, come on, why aren't they there? I would really like to see this world come back in a grand scale like we've seen of Mount Olympus in the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailers. I think it would be really cool if we could have the twisted, confusing, bizarre room again, but in a much grander scale, as I said before. I think that could be a lot of fun. Mix that in with these characters that were left out the first time around, and we've got ourselves a really great world. Number 4, the Pride Lands. The Pride Lands in Kingdom Hearts 2 was arguably a good world, but a kind of lacking world. The Pride Lands itself was very small, and the savannah was not very fun to explore. I would love to see this brought to life more in Kingdom Hearts 3 and expanded upon, because all of these worlds are going to be much, much bigger than they were in Kingdom Hearts 2. And at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2, Simba kind of brought the world back to life. It's not going to be as dreary and dried out as, as we saw in Kingdom Hearts 2, because it was under Scar's control, kind of like in the movie, and at the end of the movie, Simba restored it to its rightful glory. So I would love to see it in its Kingdom Hearts 3 graphics, all expanded and beautiful, like at the end of The Lion King. And when it comes to the overall story for this world, we do have Lion King 2 that we can go off of. Plus, I think there's some elements that might have been left out from the first film that we can add to this new world. And I don't know what else to say, but I would just love to see it expanded and vast with a giant open savannas for us to run around in. As long as it's full of life and colorful and everything, I think it could be really, really fun. Number 3. So number 3, of course, is the 100 Acre Wood. Now, I believe, without a doubt, the 100 Acre Wood will be in Kingdom Hearts 3. I feel it's one of those worlds that's kind of a Kingdom Hearts staple. It's not always the one that people think of, but it's always there, and it's always a great kind of side world where we can get some extra goodies, and we don't have to, be as intense with it. Sometimes it's nice to just relax for a little bit and get a little bit of story that, might make us laugh or, anything like that. When it comes to 100 Acre Wood, though, I don't want it to be another torn pages, go around and collect them and slowly go. I would like it to be a more fleshed out world, where it's not like something that we constantly have to find this collectible in order to advance to the next chapter or anything like that. If we can just go to the 100 Acre Wood one time, maybe when we visit Merlin for the first time in Hollow Bastion, we can, jump into the book, spend a little bit of time with Winnie the Pooh, and then just head out on our way. I don't think we need to rehash the same side quests from the first 2 games of these torn pages and collecting them and everything like that. Number 2. Now, number 2 is Agrabah. I think it's very clear that Agrabah will be in Kingdom Hearts 3. As I said with 100 Acre Wood, Agrabah is one of those staple worlds that you think of when it comes to Kingdom Hearts. More so than 100 Acre Wood, because this is actually a full world where we're battling Heartless and running around with Aladdin and everything like that. Now, as far as Agrabah being in Kingdom Hearts 3, I would really like to see some NPCs in the bazaar, and the bazaar a lot more lively. Because in Kingdom Hearts 2, sure, it was expanded on and it was a lot bigger than in Kingdom Hearts 1, but there was no people in this town. When you first meet up with Aladdin in Kingdom Hearts 2, he always says that he comes down to the city because it's always so busy and there's always something going on. And the camera actually pans around the town and nobody is there. And it's kind of like, Aladdin, what are you talking about? Nobody is here. But in the movies, it is very busy and it's very populated, just like Aladdin described. But in the game, we didn't see that. I would love to see these villagers or townsfolk running around and buying and selling stuff. I would love to see some guards actually, try to pick on us a little bit, calling us a street rat and stuff like that. That would be really great. When it comes to Heartless in this world, with the villagers and NPCs, maybe when they spawn, all of these people just run into the side shops, that way they're not in the way. And maybe, just maybe, what if the guards tried to help you fight this threat? Maybe they're not very good, but it would still be fun to kind of see. I can imagine them being similar to Pete in the Timeless River in Kingdom Hearts 2, where he's kind of helping you in the boss fight, but you can still kind of hit him personally. I think it would be fun, and definitely we need to see more characters or little NPCs running around in the bazaar of Agrabah, just to make it feel more alive. Number 1. My top pick for number 1 is Port Royal. Now, there is a specific reason why I chose Port Royal for number 1, but I'll get into that for just a second. First, I kind of want to think about this in the way that we're looking at Kingdom Hearts 3 with these vast open worlds. It would be awesome if we could actually sail the ocean and kind of explore around. In Kingdom Hearts 2, it's kind of like we talk to Jack and it just kind of warps us over to the next area that we need to go to, whether it's the town or the island or whatever. I would love to be able to actually explore a little bit. Maybe we can find some hidden treasures on some small islands or something like that. But nevertheless, getting to the reason why I specifically want Port Royal in Kingdom Hearts 3, at the end of the story in Kingdom Hearts 2 for Port Royal, Sora hands over his Keyblade as a reward to Jack for, helping out and saving the day, which it quickly just pops right back into Sora's hand. And then Donald and Goofy go on a little tangent about Jack and Sora being similar, and that maybe, just maybe, one day Jack can wield a Keyblade of his own. Why on earth would they go off on this little tangent that wasn't even necessary if it wasn't gonna be a thing? I want to see Jack have a Keyblade of his own. Now, I don't know exactly how this will work, since he is a Disney character. I don't know if he'll be able to be a Keyblade wielder like the others, where he goes to these other worlds and fights the Heartless. But the fact that they kind of emphasize this at the end of the world for Port Royal, I think it needs to be explored and elaborated on a little bit. I think it could be really interesting, and it could add a whole lot to this game and Port Royal itself. I feel like Jack getting a Keyblade or coming after Sora to steal his Keyblade from him, like he mentioned. I believe he said, "One day I'll gather a bloodthirsty crew and come to take that blade. Chance by then I'll have the way to wield it." I would love to see this actually happen in Kingdom Hearts 3. And so that's pretty much it. That's my reason for Port Royal. I mean, when you look at it that way, I feel like it really needs to be one of those worlds that will appear, alongside Agrabah, of course, and, some of the other more common ones. But those are my picks. What did you guys think of my list? Do you agree with me that Port Royal and this whole Jack's Keyblade thing should be something that we emphasize in Kingdom Hearts 3? Do you like my idea with the whole 7 Princesses of Heart, how we'll need to go back to their worlds? Anything like that? Are you guys as big of a fan as Tron as I am? Do you want to see Space Paranoids or the Grid return? What do you guys think? I look forward to hearing from you guys in the comments. And don't forget, I'm doing a third video, another top 10 list of new Disney worlds that I would like to see in Kingdom Hearts 3. That'll be coming out later. Be sure to subscribe so you guys can see that one. We have more videos for you guys to watch in the meantime while you're waiting for the next video to come out. But nevertheless, I don't want to ramble on too long, so be sure to hit that like button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.